A short video of finishing somewhat the layout on the south side. Uh, I still have to come back and put in more ground cover and so forth, but I'm getting close to putting track down on the upper level, and then I'll move to the lower level. So there's a track elevator back here that can raise a train to the upper level between the two levels. And the scenery is from where I live, southeast Utah, canyon country. This backdrop here is Valley of the Gods, about 40 miles south of us. So this is fictional railroad, although Union Pacific does come into the Red Rock country up by Moab, where they go down to the potash plant. I'm going to have the edge of a small town in this area. These buildings won't be where they are now. So the main line is behind the buildings. There'll be a couple industries in front. As we continue down here, at this point, the main line on the upper level goes to the other side of the layout. So I finished all this in the last couple months. It's all foam board scenery that was sculptured. We have a coal mine scene that's going to be here. And in this scene, there will be a empty train that goes through the tunnel here around and appears to be loaded, but the empty train will disappear into this building to the right and go around through this mesa. The tracks are underneath this mesa. The mesa top lifts off, and we'll go back into hidden storage. At the same time, a Lodo train will come out of storage underneath this little mesa top right here and come out of the coal mine and proceed on down the tracks and back onto the main line. So it will appear that the train is loaded while it's in the coal mine complex. There are still more additions to this that extend the building out above the tracks on both sides for the loading chutes. And the lower level tracks here disappear into hidden staging on the other side. Another local scene here is the Bear's Ears, which are the two little buttes to the left and what's called the Wooden Shoe to the right. And that's about 40 miles west of town, but you can see it from town. And I wanted to put in local land features here. The arch here is copied more or less off the Wilson Arch, about 50 miles north of us, 20 miles south of Moab, Utah, and it's along 191. So if you ever go up 191, you'll see this arch just a few hundred yards right off the highway. And coming around, this is all hidden storage on the bottom. This area here is what I'll work on, the little mesa at the background next. This mountain scene is taken off of our mountains just north of town, about 15 miles. Not exact, but it's a portion of those mountains. And this area here will be, this is all going to be a sawmill scene. Ed, my friend's been making trees, aspen. So this scene here is going to get aspen. and ponderosa. Also been making juniper trees. These won't go in this scene here. They'll go further down on the layout on the tops of mesas. As we come around the hidden storage, this back track back here is the one that goes around to the coal mine with the loaded train. And this scene here is the upper level on the other side, crosses to this side where this local is, comes out of that tunnel and comes out of this tunnel across this trestle into the right tunnel, and then proceeds around to the other side to the sawmill. And then from the sawmill, it'll come back around here. So this main line on the top up here is, I'm using the same trestle for basically two different scenes. The main line on the lower level comes out of hidden staging across this plate girder bridge, underneath this bridge. This bridge, all these tunnel portals, this bridge are all 3D prints that you can get to off of my internet site, and they're on Thingiverse. And then the last area that I still have to finish is, this will be the main yard, industries and so forth will be here. Engine facility, roundhouse, turntable, and that will be down at this end. And then the upper level tracks continue along here and go around the end down there, and either can lap the upper level, or they can go on the track elevator and go back down to the lower level. Here's a sawmill scene that will go on the end down there. A bunch of other junk that's stored here right now, but it's going to have to come off. So I'm going to kind of finish the spackling and painting the foam work down at the far end on the sawmill scene, and then I'll come to this last scene here. Looks like a lot, but I'm getting pretty quick at spackling and painting this. The mountain scene here is one part of the LaSalle Mountains by Moab, Utah, 70 miles north of us. So with that, I'll end this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Ask questions if you have any. I've been really enjoyed doing all the scenery. I'm glad that I did it before I start putting all the track in, because the little area where I have worked over the top of the scenery, the track work and stuff, I haven't enjoyed. So check back and I'll have updates soon again. Thanks for watching.